this time, we would like to move into our toasts. I will turn the microphone over to the best man for the first speech, and we will go from there.
Surprisingly enough, yes, I am the best man. It's really, really surprising, I'm going to admit. So, one thing I will make clear to those who don't know me, I have known Emily and Robert, and I will say that we are calling you Robert, for years, since at least in Emily's case, I don't make too old, Robert's case, 8th grade. But, you know, in that time, you guys have shown how great of friends you guys can be, not only to me, but to each other and everyone who you've been around forever. You know? So, I'm humbled to be part of this experience as my first wedding, which is absolutely fantastic. I think you guys will be a great couple together. I have faith that you guys will be happy for the rest of your lives. I'm wholeheartedly believe that. But you guys will always be one thing to me for the rest of my life, and Kevin's life for that matter. My best friends. Our best friends. No matter the divide, no matter how far you guys may go in your lives, if you'll take it from the state, take it from the country, I don't know. But you'll still be my friends. No matter what. And, yeah.
Thankfully, I had sense enough to write this down last night.
I did not.
Okay. We're here today to celebrate the wedding of Robert and my little brother. And while yes, I wear glasses, I promise I'm not blind. I'm aware that M is not, in fact, a pretty man in a dress.
Really? I wouldn't have guessed.
Random cross-dressing for kick-ass cosplay aside. I met M back in 2011 at an anime convention. At the time, I was dressed up as a character from a series we both enjoy. We kept running into each other. She up and decided that the next year she'd be dressed up as the younger brother of the character I was dressed up as. We both ignored a little common sense concept known as stranger danger. And I ended up in her hotel room.
Yeah.
Definitely the sort of thing I'd kick her butt over if she did it now. Next thing you know, we had adopted each other. In not even 24 hours, she got herself adopted by someone just about as off-the-wall random and as much of a giant nerd as she is. It's an accomplishment, I know. She's been my little brother ever since. There are some people who, almost as soon as you meet them, you know you're supposed to know them. For me, Em is one of those people. She's my little brother, my sole sibling. You could even call her my Sid from a different crib. She's always got my back, and I've always got hers. I've seen her in high times and low times. I've seen her in moments of brilliance and moments of obliviousness, and who doesn't have those moments? I've seen her in relationships that made me cringe and with people who I'm sure she'd rather forget. I've seen her in moments where she would love nothing more than to swear up a storm worse than anything she's told me her mother was capable of. And I've seen her happy. And with Robert, she has been so happy that you'd have to be the imperial majesty of the great empire of missing the obvious in order to not notice. Sure, when I first heard about Robert, despite knowing that he had known her longer than I had my protective older sibling paranoia and caution going off full blast. Might as well have been air raid sirens accompanied by giant flashing neon signs of who is he and what does he want with my little brother. Unreasonable, maybe, but what kind of older brother would I be if I didn't offer to help bury bodies if it came to that? But seeing her with Robert, it is obvious that he makes her happy. And with their history and the way they keep gravitating to each other, they're almost like those stuffed bears. You know the ones with the magnetic hips? I mean lips! And the fact that they keep gravitating toward each other makes me think that maybe M has met someone else who she knew she was supposed to know as soon as she met him. The fact that Robert is here, and right now, is some pretty strong evidence for that. As such, it's pretty fitting that this is their wedding. So to Robert. I know you've known her longer than I have, but as M's older brother, I have some suggestions. Number 1, M is a little shit. You know this, and I know this. Don't be afraid to throw her over your shoulder like a sack of potatoes and carry her off when she's not fit for polite company, preferably without dropping her. 2, you and I also both know that she bruises like a banana. If she tries to play the I'm beaten on a daily basis card in public just to disturb others, please feel free to bring up the fact that she's the one at fault for all the tiny plastic corpses on the tables that the two of you continually have strewn around the house, though you might want to leave it out the fact that they're plastic just for maximum effect. 3, as long as you two are happy, that's all I care about. Though I do request that you keep the bloodletting to a minimum, or if it's going to happen, at least make sure it's easy clean up.
That's what we have lightsabers for.
Because had anyone been around who didn't know her with the whole couch incident, you know the one I'm talking about,
Oh dear.
they might have thought someone died outside the front door. 4, are you breathing?
Barely, yes.
Don't feed her after midnight. No, wait, scratch that. She's not a gremlin. She's an obnoxious little smartass, but she's not a gremlin. Unless the two of you are hiding something I don't know about, in which case I have questions.
I don't know.
5, if by chance the two of you are together when she's in about her 70s or 80s, please, for the love of everything, do not encourage her to go lightsaber wheelchair jousting. She'd do it. She'd do it while going full speed downhill.
I have a lightsaber, I will do it.
I love her dearly, I really do, but I do not want to have to explain in about that age range why my little brother temporarily ended up in jail for causing a wheelchair-mounted public disturbance.
Do it.
Number 6. I doubt this would ever be a problem, but don't be afraid to make her lose against you sometimes. Whether in games or just beating each other senseless with lightsabers. I trust you to kick her butt without doing any damage. And M, be merciful. Don't kick Robert's butt too horrendously. And don't be dumb. Don't be dumb and hurt yourself while trying to kick his butt. You kicked your own butt enough.
Not wrong.
Last one, number 7. Be happy. Love her. Try to keep her out of trouble.
No promises.
And if you can't, then please add so much fuel to the fire that it'll throw people off and make them think there's no way she could possibly be at fault for any of it, and that someone is trying to pin the blame on her. Because even though everyone here knows that she wouldn't be innocent, no one else needs to know that. We keep her safe from jail, we keep everyone else safe from her temper and swearing worse than Tracy ever could, everyone goes home happy. M, Robert, I love you both, and congratulations on finally getting married.